Good evening. Welcome to Behind the Scenes. They call me Stepney. I'm here with some of the Warnock cast again. I have Jessica and Leah. Jessica, Leah, how are you this evening? How are you? How are you?
Hi, we're good. We're just here with you and we're looking forward to talking to you about everything.
Good. So let's get straight in there because I know we've not got a lot of time, but let's get straight in there, okay? Tell me about your auditions. That's what people really want to know because they want to know what you had to go through. Was it a million people all queued up, all going, we all want this part? And did you fight to get to the front and win your role? Tell us about it.
I think with auditions, people think that it's going to be more stressful. I feel like people overthink it more, and it's very natural to do, isn't it?
Stigma to it, isn't it? Like, but it's not as nerve-wracking as you think it is. Like, the people who are on the panel are just like normal people, so they understand. Yeah. I know, it's shock horror, right? So it's actually fine, and it was very different for us because we're actually musical theatre students. So to go into a play audition, which is strictly just like acting, it was quite different, I'd say.
Yeah, it was really chill as well, like super chill. I auditioned for Harlow and you wanted Laura originally, but then I didn't, but some other people got asked to read for someone else. So I think going into an audition, always be prepared that like there could be other characters that the directors want for you or they've got you in mind for. So just prepare yourself really for that.
Yeah, like for example of that, I had to audition for 3 different characters. I came in, when we spoke about it, I wanted Laura, but then I read Harlow and I really enjoyed Harlow. And then when I came into my audition, Becky actually said, "Oh, we want you to read for Laura and we want you to read for Spider as well." So
but you guys were prepared, so that didn't phase you at all, because
no, I mean, it didn't phase me really.
You were excited, weren't you?
I was excited. I was like, "Oh, this is kind of
I think
exciting."
It built your confidence as well,
yeah,
didn't it?
Yeah, because like they wanted to see like different sides to me. So.
And I suppose mentally, because you guys are from the musical theatre, you were saying. Mentally, how is it different to auditioning for musical theatre to an actual play?
Well,
so I'd say musical theatre is a lot more intense compared to the acting side of it. I'm strongest in acting. I enjoy acting more, but obviously I did musical theatre to, push out the boat a little bit. And I think compared to the musical theatre auditions, I feel like musical theatre is more intense, isn't it? Because obviously you've got the 3 skills that we're looking at: acting, singing, and dance. But with this, it was just more very chill, very like, just how was your day? Oh, let's jump right into it. With more musical theatre, it's more like, right, it's more stern, I would say.
See, in my opinion, obviously you would prefer acting, but my strengths is like singing. So I would much rather prefer going into a singing audition than like an acting audition. But that's why like I pushed myself to do it, because I knew that was like part of theatre that I needed to develop. Yeah.
So you fought off everybody else. You've made it to your roles. Leah, let me start with you. Did you guys know each other before, or is it just from the play?
No, we know each other. We're really close friends.
Well, I suppose that's helpful then. So at least you've got that bond and that sort of chemistry and connection on screen. So let's bottle straight into it. So how have you found working with a play, where working with a theatre play and being rehearsals and stuff like that? How have you found that?
I've like really enjoyed it, like meeting new people and working with people who are not just strictly theatre, like they do acting. It's been like really good, and to work with like two directors and then Barry as well, who's a writer. It's been a fun experience. I've enjoyed it. It's different, and I think it's prepared me to not go into auditions thinking, oh, it's going to be the exact same, because it's going to be completely different, like every time that you do it.
And what about you, Jessica?
I've actually, with musical theatre, I've been focusing on that for a while because I'm most confident in acting. So I saw this and was like, oh my gosh, I need to do that. Sounds like a bit of me. Let's go for it. And I don't regret it one bit. I'm so happy that I've been able to do it. And I'm so happy with the character I've been casted for. And I'm just really, really excited to do the play.
Okay, so what's been your biggest challenge since you started rehearsals? Because I know you're still rehearsing now. What's been some of your biggest challenges you faced?
Mine's gonna be, so my character who I play, she's actually a lesbian. So I'm actually a straight girl, and I want to portray that to the best of its ability. So I'd say that's my challenge, like trying to communicate that and the character across it. I like to play different characters whenever I can. I don't really want to stick to one stereotype. So playing Harlow is really challenging for me, and I'm looking forward to it, and I'm loving it so far.
Good. And Leah, what about you? What's been your biggest challenge, or challenges, plural?
For me as a person, my biggest challenge is probably walking into the room with completely new people. Like, I am horrible with like talking to new people. I get really anxious and I'm really awkward. But it's something that I've just got to get used to. So probably the introduction, like meeting new people, is nerve-wracking.
I'm the same. Okay, so I think it's good to hear that side of people's stories. Is everybody thinks you just walk in and you do your thing and you perform and everybody just welcomes you and says, oh, well done, well done. But yeah, it's that anxiety is something that is also a good thing if you embrace it and just say, you know what, I'm nervous as hell here, but I'm going to go for this, and well done for getting this far. I'm going to go with a question that should hopefully throw you a little bit.
Okay.
And what have you learned during this process? What's something that you've learned during this process? Because it's very easy to say, it's different from musical theatre to this, and it's difficult walking. But what are you learning? What have you learned that you might not have known?
Okay, so with me, I've learned that not everything has to be like 100%. Like, you have to be able to strip it back. And I think with theatre, where it's so like dramatic and it has to be 110% each time, with acting and being in a play, you have to bring it back and make it a bit more natural. So I think that's one thing that I've learned. Like, I'm playing a human being. It's not like I'm playing Glinda and Wicked, who's like a fairy. Like,
yeah, 100%.
So it's been naturalistic, which is actually quite difficult to do.
Yeah.
And what about you, Jessica?
Mine would be that you are going to have good days and bad days. Like, not every rehearsal is going to be a good rehearsal. Like, some days you're going to come in thinking you know your lines, and then you absolutely don't, and you need to pick up that script. And like Leah kind of touched up on before, I think I overthink things, and I think about a lot of what other people will think about me in like the rehearsal space, and think, oh, that person thinks I don't know my lines, or that person thinks I'm not doing this character properly, when really that person is more focused on themselves than they are on you and getting their character down. So I've learned to just really relax more and just like I said, some rehearsals are going to be good, and then some rehearsals are going to be bad.
And okay, I'm gonna throw in a good one here, which I think is a good one. You're going to see the flyer pop up.
Oh yes, yeah. How exciting!
It's a play set in the youth detention centre. Without giving too much away, who's got the best character? Who's the character we should look out for?
I'm not gonna lie, I actually think with this one, you always feel like you have them characters who are like, oh, they're not really that good. They're all absolutely smashing. Like, they're all so exciting. But who would you say?
I would say Dodge. I really like Dodge.
I don't know, you know. I am thinking Sasha, but I also think Laura is an underdog as well.
You see, I know nothing about it, so I'm just going to go on the name and say Dodge sounds like a dodgy character. So
He is,
It's in
isn't
the
he?
name.
Yeah. I'm gonna say for Dodge, he's very what's the
Funny.
word?
Funny, characteristic.
But very common, I would say.
And
Yeah,
what's-
you said that. I agree
Yeah.
with Dodge. Yeah.
I got it right. Come on. And for your characters, how would you describe your characters in 2 sentences?
You wanna go first or me?
You can go first, I think.
Harlow she's very innocent, I think, compared to everyone else in the youth detention centre. And I would say she's quite shy as well, but her character builds throughout the play.
Oh, character development. We like that.
100%.
I would say Laura. She's a bit of an underdog, like you said. But I think she's very kind and very caring.
Okay. Well, look, I know you guys have got to rush, so I'm going to end things there. It's been lovely talking to you. I'm going to get you back, of course, and we'll do our individual interviews and have a good old chat, and I'll delve more into who you both are and how you started and where you are on your journeys.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
Okay. It's been great having you on, and this has been Behind the Scenes, and I'm Stephen. They call me Stepney. I don't know why. It's just one of those names. There's always.